Good news, everyone! We're back with more Futurama. This is Season 4, Episode 12. Last time, Fry saved the entire universe by traveling back in time and being the one to push himself into the cryo chamber. Worked with the Nibelonians to do it, but unfortunately got his mind wiped by them afterward. The guy has no clue just how important he is in this universe, though he felt pretty important, with Leela being glad that he was there after a crummy date. Definitely feeling the chemistry between the two of them a little bit more now as we're nearing the initial series finale before the show was revived. And actually, I've kind of forgotten the timeline. I don't know how many years this show was off the air before it was revived. I actually don't know how long it's been off the air the second time it's been canceled or ended before the second revival. And I think I'll keep myself in the dark for those going forward and see if I can tell by just any of the jokes that they tell in like Season 5 and 6 and 7. But alright, full reaction's gonna be on Patreon in the link in the description below. Leave a like, really helps with the channel, and let's get started.
This court-martial is now in session. The honorably sexy Zap Brannigan residing.
Frickin' Zap.
Bring in the accused.
What did Fry do? Why does he look like that?
One beep for yes, two beeps for no.
What happened to him?
Do you plead guilty? Double yes. Guilty.
Double yes?
Please recount the events that led you to be guilty.
What? No. Oh, wait.
You know what 6 movies average out to be really good?
Planet of the Clans?
The first 6 Star Trek movies. Everybody hit the deck! Shh! Those words are forbidden.
Perhaps we could hear more about these forbidden words from someone with a sexily seductive voice.
With pleasure. You see, the show was banned after the Star Trek Wars.
What the
World
heck?
leaders became threatened
Nazi
by the
pla-
movement's power. And so the Trekkies were executed in the manner most befitting virgins.
The last copies of the 79 episodes and 6 movies were dumped on the Forbidden World Omega-3.
No
Another
way.
classic science fiction show canceled before its time.
Is he talking about this? Was this canceled already?
She's all yours, buddy.
Oh.
It came as soon as I heard what happened centuries ago. I can't believe your show was banned.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Perhaps you're thinking of my one-man show about Vincent van Spock. I mean Van Gogh.
Vincent Van Spock.
Ha! You can't escape it.
Oh, you're right.
This planet doesn't appreciate us anymore, Leonard.
Bill, you are and always shall be my friend. Why did the world turn its back on our obvious greatness?
You can't go to Omega-3. It's forbidden. I forbid you.
But we have to. The world needs Star Trek to give people hope for the future.
But it's set 800 years in the past.
Is this so important to you?
Because it taught me so much. Like how you should accept people, whether they be black, white, Klingon, or even female. But most
Even
importantly, when I
female.
didn't have any friends, it made me feel like maybe I did.
Forbidden schmerschmerden. What are they gonna do, write a letter? Ooh, I'm so scared.
I've lost control of the ship.
Bill!
L-Dog.
Hey, this is wonderful.
Oh, man.
I feel like hugging you. DeForest. Welshie.
Welshie?
We did some musical reunion specials in the 2200s, but the guy who played Scotty had trouble yodeling.
Everything is provided for us, and we never age. Check out these abs.
Yowza.
Yowza,
Who's
Captain
doing all this
Sulu.
for you?
You know, we never thought about it.
Never
Famous
thought about
celebrities,
it.
We're used to this sort of...
You doubt my power?
I do.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You didn't even know him.
Centuries ago, the videotaped adventures of the Enterprise crew rained down upon my planet. Over and over, I watched them.
Tremble. I laugh. Nobody knows more about Star Trek than me.
Is this a competition? Wait.
Long have I waited
Why?
for one
Can you give us some idea of how long this is going to last?
until time stops.
Can people who hate Star Trek leave?
Good question.
No, you have to stay even longer.
What?
I'm Slim Shady. Yes, I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating. So, won't the real Slim Shady please stand up?
What the heck is this?
Please stand up.
How can you do a spoken word version of a rap song?
He found a way. You will perform a fan script written by the ultimate Trek fan.
Melvar.
My fan script?
I meant me. Melvar's the ultimate fan.
Oh, I was confused.
Scoreboard.
Because the scoreboard says something different.
Scoreboard. Oh, the ship they can escape. Okay.
This is wrong. We shouldn't have abandoned them there.
I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Well, usually on the show, someone would come up with a complicated plan, then explain it with a simple analogy.
If we can reroute engine power through the primary weapons and reconfigure them to Melvar's frequency, that should overload his electroquantum structure.
Like putting too much air in a balloon.
Of course! It's so
Nice.
simple!
My, what a handsome energy creature you are. I love you.
This feels like it's gonna go horribly wrong. You guys are boned.
So, how's rehearsal going?
Lousy. Here I've been admiring a bunch of actors while you, a crew of genuine space heroes, risked your lives to save them. I have but one option.
Keep them and let us go?
No! To determine who is more worthy of my fanatical devotion.
Battle to the
I shall
death.
pit you against each other in
Oh,
armed
God.
combat.
Oh god.
To the death!
Where'd you get...
Melvar ordered a battle to the death. I assume no one survived.
Can we get on with this? My foot's getting tired.
Aw. What are we doing
There.
here?
We can make these into spears.
And we can tie these caterpillars together to make bowstrings for bows and arrows.
And we can use this machine gun to shoot them.
I think that's enough.
If I distract them with my famous fan dance.
Oh, that's good. And then, George, you give them a karate chop.
I find that offensive.
But you never talk about yourself.
Maybe if you showed a little interest.
Aw.
Well, here goes nothing.
Are those really caterpillar? Oh my god.
Is that all you got? Hi!
The two captains going at
Let's see if this actually works.
it. Nope.
Melvar!
What?
Dinner time!
What?
But Mom, I'm playing with my collectible.
Yet he was just a child.
He's not a child, he's 34.
Kind of saw that coming.
So much.
Hello?
We've decided to work together.
So did they.
Our engines work, but our life support systems don't.
Duct tape it together.
Your engines work.
And your life support systems work.
Stop! You're just going around in circles. Think, Fry,
No,
think.
they're not.
Everyone's depending on you.
We're too heavy. You guys need to lose some weight. Fast.
Oh. What the heck? They could have had bodies again. What?
Melvar's got a spaceship.
The
There's
Nimbus. We're saved.
Zap.
You're under arrest. So I boarded you, huh? Hey, what happened next?
You started this stupid court-martial. Now, if you don't mind, we're still fighting Melvar.
Oh, we are?
Let's take them out with us. Do you guys have a self-destruct code? Like destruct sequence 1A, 2B, 3?
Thanks a lot to Kay. Now everybody knows.
Melvar, you can't let a TV show be your whole life. You can do anything you want. Look at Walter Koenig. After Star Trek, he became an actor.
Not just an actor,
He
but a
became an
well-rounded
actor.
In a different reality, I could have called you friend.
Episode 10, Balance of Terror.
More like episode 9, loser! In your face! Victory is mine!
Truly, it was a paradox.
You want to go back?
And all you had to put up with was one really annoying Star Trek fan.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Not worth it. Not worth it. I probably missed most of the Star Trek references since I didn't watch any of the episodes that included these actors. I feel like I must have been missing out because the episode was probably wonderful for die-hard Star Trek fans. I'm sure I missed a ton of really great jokes or references because I feel I've only seen the first two rebooted Star Trek films with Chris Pine. Hilarious premise though that Star Trek fans became so overwhelmingly committed to the series that it became a religion. Governments started fearing the religion, so they had their believers thrown into a volcano. Oi, is it religious persecution if the religion is based on something identifiably false, though? Like a TV show? At the very least, it was mass genocide, though. And then they sent the sacred texts to space. It would have been funny if they got rid of all the Star Trek media by putting it in a trash compactor like in Star Wars A New Hope. Star Trek defeated once and for all by Star Wars. But yeah, were the Trekkies even any real threat to people? Like, what were they using their religious powers for? I'm so curious. But now even the mention of Star Trek is felonious. I mean, it's not all that unrealistic that those in power would try to rewrite history as they see fit. We here in the US try to minimize all the atrocities we've committed. They're trying to get rid of critical race theory, but what they're actually doing is not teaching basic US history. It's not unique to us, of course. I know that some Turkish people deny the Armenian genocide, don't know what percentage of the population that is, but it's the way it's taught in school. Same with Japan and the Nanjing massacre. So it's not uncommon to rewrite history, but if the collective consciousness doesn't know about the atrocities that were committed, how can they see the warning signs of it starting to happen again? So it's really frustrating, but it's really funny in the context of this TV show. And actually, are they afraid that people will watch Star Trek again and we'd experience mass conversion once more? Or are they afraid that people will find out that they killed so many people in the name of power? But yeah, Bender says that Star Trek is another classic science fiction show that got canceled before its time. Was he referencing Futurama, this show? I'm not sure when they knew they got the axe, because I think most shows don't know until after their entire season airs. But if they were canceled and they knew and they put that joke in there, that would be freaking hilarious. I did look it up, and it wasn't referencing Firefly because this episode came out in April of 2002, and Firefly didn't start airing until September of 2002. Maybe it's about canceled Star Trek shows? I have no idea about those, so it's possible. Anyway, we had the dishonorable Zap Brannigan presiding over the case of Planet Express trying to retrieve Star Trek episodes. This was so odd because Fry was in some big contraption that I assumed was making him drool and, I don't know, even dumber. And he was only able to communicate through beeps, but then when he was done, he just got out on his own and nobody else had any problems speaking while they were in the box. Is that a Star Trek reference? I don't know, but Fry never ceases to amaze me with his natural born stupidity and his just wackiness. We got a lot of great guest voice actors though. I think they mostly got everybody. I recognized most of those voices: William Shatner, Leonard Nimoy, Walter Koenig, George Takei and his oh my. Jonathan Frakes replaced George Takei in the museum. And recently we had the passing of Nichelle Nichols. I hadn't even seen the show, but just knowing how important she was to so many people made me sad, and it was kind of sad to see her again here too. The intelligent light source Melvar was really interesting. Melvar with 3 L's. This green energy had given the cast of Star Wars full bodies to use again, and was so invested in the show. And in the end, the green energy just turned out to be not some omnipotent power, but just actually a light source living in his mother's basement, like all the other Star Trek fans. Okay, I'm just kidding, that was uncalled for. Funny to see Fry still beat him at all kinds of Star Trek trivia, and then Melvar finds out that Planet Express is a genuine crew of space explorers and set them against the Star Trek actors in a fight, and Bender finds a gun and then just wastes all the bullets before they even get to fighting. He's enthusiastic, I'll give him that much. Leela winds up making out with William Shatner because, I mean, let's just say this isn't the first space captain Leela's gone after, and if I know one thing about Captain Kirk, it's that he always gets the girl. But yeah, they're able to escape after a little chase, and yeah, this was a very fun episode. I know I must have missed a ton of references, a little sad about that, but hope you enjoyed this reaction anyway. Full reaction is going to be on Patreon in the link in the description below. Thanks for watching the whole video though, sticking with me till the bitter end. Live long and prosper.